G'day everyone, today I'll be taking a look at LEGO set 71360, LEGO Super Mario Adventures with Mario Starter Course. This set was released in 2020. It contains 231 pieces and 3 minifigs, Mario, Bowser Jr. and Goomba. This set will require 2 AA batteries and a smart device that can download the Super Mario app for building instructions. I'm a big fan of Super Mario, so cannot wait to get in and see what they've done with this collaboration of Super Mario and LEGO. But before we do, please hit that like button, it really helps us out, and consider subscribing if you don't want to miss any more videos like this in the future. So let's get into building this set together. Inside the box we find 6 bags and a starter guide. This is Mario code MAR0007. At the moment he looks quite weird, that's because he doesn't have any accessories, and we've got to add the batteries in the back just there. At the base we have a camera and 2 lights, which I'll show you later. So just adding the 2 AAA batteries in the back there. And now at the back here we've got the on button and the Bluetooth button to connect to the app. So now you can see Super Mario's eyes and mouth come to life, as well as his chest piece. The light underneath was not flickering when I was filming it. The camera, however, has picked up a flicker, so I do apologise about that, but it was a steady light when I filmed it. You will have to download this app for it. As the app's downloading, I forgot to add the buttons and ears, so I just did that now, and he looks a bit more complete. So when you first start the app, you'll get this kind of advert that plays and shows you all the things that you can do with it. I'm not going to show you the whole video, but you can watch that yourself. Mario will require an update, so that's a bit annoying. You can't play with him straight away. You have to wait for that to happen. Now we're just kind of browsing and finding our way through the app, and we're going to start building. So the cool thing about Mario's camera is that he can sense what color block is underneath him. So for green, it shows grass on his chest piece. For red is lava, and that hurts and burns him. And then for blue, it is water. Here is Goomba MAR0022. He looks pretty nice, and you'll notice this barcode block on top, which I'll explain a little later about what that does. The cool thing about this app was that you could scroll around in a 3D mode and see exactly what pieces get added where. So the barcode on top allows Mario to sense that it's a bad guy, and he's going to squash it and get a coin. Here we have the iconic Super Mario pipe, and that also has a barcode at the bottom that's going to register to Mario that it is the start of the course. And here we've built the flagpole, which marks the end of the course, which also has a black barcode there at the bottom, and that just lets Mario know that he has finished the course. So we're just following the instructions so far, and it's told us to build this most basic course. So we chuck Mario in the pipe, a timer will start, which gives you 60 seconds, of which then you have to complete the course, hit the Goomba, get a coin, and then hit the flagpole, and you'll get this sound. Here we've built this moving cloud, which also has a barcode attached to it, so he knows that he's on a cloud. And as you'll notice with these barcodes, they have this little icon in the corner telling you exactly what the barcode belongs to. Now we're just going to turn Mario on. And we're going to place him on this cloud, which he can collect coins as he flies around. Here you'll notice we've built one of the iconic question mark boxes in the game, and it has a barcode on top, which Mario can interact with. The contents of the box often change. Here we've built one of the iconic trees that often sit in the background. And here we've built just a little scenery extra piece, which kind of just adds a little bit more detail to this set. Here we're building 3 individual standing blocks at different heights, just to give this set a bit of range and texture. This is Bowser Jr., code MAR0003. As you can see, it looks really nice and has a barcode on the back of his shell. This will be used for play a little bit later on, but overall, really nice looking piece, and they've kind of nailed that Bowser Jr. feel. So now we're just going to get Mario to interact with Bowser Jr. and hit his shell 5 times to beat him. I really like these small castle looking pieces, they're really nice. So within the app, it gives you an idea of what course to build, so you can scroll through and assemble that according to what they've got there. Or you can hit this remix button in the right bottom corner, and it will then regenerate with the pieces that you have a brand new course, which I found pretty cool. If you're running short on ideas on what course to build, you just hit that reset button and it'll give you a brand new course. So now, even though that course was generated for me, I did mix it up a little bit more and created something myself, trying to fit it all within the frame. So here we go, we're just going to do a run through of the course that I've just built and see how this all plays out. So if you connected Mario to your device via Bluetooth, you'd see the coins you've collected and also the different characters and pieces that you've interacted with. I'm not going to go through the full app, I'm going to let you guys explore that and find that out for yourselves, but there is a bit there to interact with on that app. So there we go, that's this set all finished up. Quite a bit to unbox there, and because it's a bit of technology involved, a bit more extra learning with the app and instructions and what to do there. So now we're going to talk about it a bit more and jump into reviews. For buildability, I really liked the interactive 3D instructions on the app. It made it very clear on what you're building, and you can also scroll around and see. It was fun to see the world of Mario come to life through Lego, kind of jumping out from the 2D screen that we used to seeing him on and actually building 3D figures that you can hold in your hand and play with. That was pretty cool. It's a little bit more time consuming and complex compared to traditional Lego builds, which just have the instruction manual which you follow, because you need to have the app, you need to update Mario, you need to include the batteries, make sure everyone's got their barcodes on them correctly. So there's a bit more involved with buildability, but overall I'm going to give this an 8.6 out of 10. For looks, I've got to be honest, when I first saw Lego Mario and how big and blocky he was, I was a bit confused and not too drawn towards it, but once I found out that it's because he has batteries in him and it's a bit more involved with the technology side, it's a bit more complex, I really started to appreciate the look of it and the feel of what they've done here. I know some traditional Lego fans are a bit turned off by the bulkiness, but once you get the chance to build it and interact with it and play with it, you understand why it looks that way, and it is actually really fun. So overall, I think the looks are great. It's really nailed that Mario look and feel, and for that I'm giving it an 8.3 out of 10. For playability, not only do we get the traditional Lego which we can play with, but it's also enhanced with the technology of Mario's camera and the barcodes. Also with the sound that the Mario character produces is also really cool. This set is made up of individual components that can be mixed and matched together to create multiple new possibilities. The only real limit with Play here is that you do need some smart device or technology in order to play with this set as it was intended to be played with. You can play with it without a smart device, but you just won't get that fully immersive experience. Overall, the playability, I'm going to give it a 9.8 out of 10. So in total, I'm giving this set a score of 26.7 out of 30. That's it for this video. Thanks for watching. If you found this video helpful and entertaining, please hit that like button. Consider subscribing if you don't want to miss any more of these videos in the future, and I will see you in the next one.